All right, welcome everybody to the first tribal council of Spellbound Survivor the Craft. And with this being the first tribal council, usually it's like maybe there's a benefit to this, maybe get the first feels of who you can trust, who you can't trust in this game. But with so little to hide, there's no one who has been voted for before this. There's only one challenge to base off of this. So, Nick, what do you base this first vote off of?
Honestly, you can only base it off the first couple days of the game. You know, who's talked to you, what they've said, how you've done in challenges, the one challenge you've had. Do we think that you are going to be an asset to us going forward? Because we don't know how long we're going to be in these tribes. And like, what else can you base it off of? We have 4 days and that's it.
Only got 4 days, and after this group will become a group of three. Billy, has there been any speculation as to what will come after this round?
Sorry, I was muted. Probably something really nasty because I don't expect anything good to come from you people. But no, I'm more concerned about. Honestly, I don't know what I'm concerned about at this point. I'm kind of concerned about going to bed because I'm really tired. But no, but seriously, really, I'm not really concerned. I try to take this game on a round by round basis about what can I do in this round to be able to move forward rather than get left in the dust. So
Be able to play round by round though, because in a weird way,
Survivor is an
one
ever game.
Survivor's an ever fluid and ever changing game is right, Billy. With like a larger group, like a cast of 16, one vote you could potentially let escape you, but one vote here may be the difference between you staying and you going. Owen, do you think campaigning to a group of four is easier or harder than the bigger group?
Uh, oh my God. I think it's so stressful because they're like normally when you start a game and you have nothing to go off of except like first impressions. And normally when you in the games I've played, you start with like 8 people, 10 people, like there's so many more factors at play. And with this it's just like, well, it's 3 other people. In many ways, like it's less variables, but it's also like it's less variables, there's less options, right?
There are less options. If anything, there's more options on other tribes. There's more people not going to tribal that are safe than there are people actually attending. There's only 4 out of 16 people who really got to feel that sweat. Nick, is there any way that you can? Billy was mentioning earlier how they're seeing this round by round basis. Is that true for you as well, or do you think that there has to be some long term repercussions, like thinking of what's best for me moving forward in this future of the game?
At this point in the game, if you're playing just for yourself, you're going to get left in the dust. You have to be playing for the tribe that you're on because we don't know how long we're going to be in these tribes. You have to make sure that you're going to be able to survive more tribals. And the best way to survive tribals is winning immunities.
So winning immunities. I'll bet it was a very close margin. One a couple of hours earlier, and this would have been a different story. A whole different group would have attended here. So knowing that the tribe loss was the margin of error was so small, Billy, do you think you guys can recover from this?
Yes. Um, and I'm gonna be honest, like I know like music is not my strong point. Like if anybody knows me, I don't listen to music on a daily basis. Like this is something that is my by far the worst challenge aspect for me. Like this is something that like normally I'm a great challenge competitor, especially on a pre-merge phase. It's just I hate music. I don't listen to it. It doesn't matter if it's new style rap, 1950s blues. It's just I don't listen to it. I couldn't tell you a single artist. If you play me a song right now, it's just not my thing. But yeah, I don't. That's what I really just. That's my rant.
Really valid rant, mind you. And Billy raises a very good, interesting point, Owen. There's different strengths that people could bring up to challenges. There's physical, there's the mental, there are multiple different variations and different categories of comps that some people excel in and some people aren't as strong in. Is that going to play a factor tonight?
I mean, I think you always have to consider the fact that like yeah, everybody has different strong suits, everybody has different skill sets. you know, it's also like how willing are you to jump in and try too is also like an important thing.
All right, fine. One thing I do want to mention before we head right into the vote, for everyone watching that doesn't know, there was a poll that was released. Each tribe has that opportunity to obtain a power as long as they all unanimously voted on one of these members to receive this power. And Nick was voted. Anybody care to explain what the tribe consensus was, what you guys were thinking, what you guys discussed about this was? Because it seemed to have been public.
I mean, Nick asked for it. That's kind of I don't know. Like no one else really seemed to care about it, so Nick asked for it. And Nick got it.
Yeah, I honestly kind of like forgot about it
Yeah,
until the morning of, and then I don't know. It was probably
I
gonna,
just wanted to make sure someone got it in case it was a challenge advantage, you know?
yeah, yeah.
And Nick, you said in the chat what this power was.
Mhm.
You did.
That
Well,
is a
do you think-
factual statement.
All right, but I did not have a rebound for that. I did not know where I was going with that. I was just like, whoever was gonna go, that was gonna come up. However they handled it, but all right. Well, before we get right into the votes, usually I don't do this, but let's do something interesting. Since it's only 4-3 on call, why should you guys stay? Nick, why should you stay?
Why should I stay?
Why should you stay?
I don't know. I feel like I tried in the challenge, you know, I did my best. I found some of the ones that were really obscure that other people were struggling with. And I think that I'm good in other challenges too and can be an asset.
Billy, why should you stay?
I can offer a lot more than shitty music. No, but seriously, I really just want another chance to be able to redeem myself in terms because I know I'm a good challenge competitor. It's just this first comp was something that is definitely not my forte. It never has been my forte, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Owen, why should you stay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a team player. I want to play as a team. I want to see us win the next fucking challenge. Excuse my language. And I can offer a lot as well. And yeah, I hope my tribe mates see that and keep me here.
All right then. Well, I lied. One last thing before we get in. Wow, Jacob lying. What? Shock. Raise your hand if you feel like you're being told the truth tonight. So no, I was about to say, is no one being told the truth? Everyone's lying to each other already.
Who the fuck knows?
Nobody knows. You do have a 1 in 4.
You're
chance of
like
20.
Jacob, you know.
I know.
Jacob,
Maybe.
I feel
how
like oh, sorry. You first.
Jacob, you lied to us about having only one question. So how can I trust Prod moving forward? This is a very stressful situation that I'm currently in.
Okay, raise your hand if you think you're going to be receiving votes tonight. It's one hand. A shrug. Another shrug.
I just think like if you're like you have to, I don't know, I always approach every tribal with the voice, like at least some part of my brain expecting something bad to happen, because otherwise if you don't, like it could be crushing. So it's just a self-defense mechanism.
5% chance I'm getting votes, and Billy is really easy to spell. So...
All right. Well, it's time to confirm and lock in your votes. If you guys would like to make some shout outs to people in the VO, your guests, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your mothers, your fathers, whoever the hell. Shout out whoever you want.
I'm gonna shout out my prod guests, Cindy and Zach Shelley, because you both are great people.
I'm gonna shout out Jessie because she's the only one in my project. So shout out Jessie.
For shouting out prod chat guests. Shout out Maggie.
Okay, we have some hot prod guests just across the board.
Well, that was quick. Damn. And no shout out to Julia. That's crazy. But wow, shout out Julia for you guys. But I have all the votes. If anybody has an idol or an advantage that they would like to play, now is the time to do so. All right. Now the votes. Once the votes are read, the person who received the most votes will have just a few moments to gather his or hypothetically her belongings, their torch, and get the hell out of my island. First vote, Owen. Second vote, Billy. One vote, Owen. One vote, Billy. Third vote, Owen. That's 2 votes, Owen. 1 vote, Billy. 1 vote left. First person voted off a Spellbound Survivor the Craft, Owen. Unfortunately, that's 3. That is enough. Owen, do you have any final words? Now's your chance to speak them.
Yeah, I guess I always knew I was a squib. Anyways, yeah, this was fun. I mean, it is what it is. Bye, everybody.
Take it easy, my man. Right then, now that blood
That
has now
sucked.
been shed, the game has finally started. Now that you have your first boot, we will be announcing this to the rest of the tribes, and we'll see what else we have in store.
Quick question, just because like this is just my question. Do the other tribes see the pre-merge tribals? Okay, thank God, thank you. I just want to make that abundantly clear because when you brought up like Nick's advantage, I was like,
Yeah, I was gonna
nothing
say something at the
pre-merge
end.
will get posted until after
Postseason.
the season.
That's-
This will
I-
just get sent to your tribe chat, so that way Julia can see it, and then to the BL.
listen, I just had to make sure. I knew you guys were smart, but I just wanted to make sure. Like,
Yeah, no, I would never, absolutely not. I would never.
all right, you can cut the recording because I want to.